Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Russell. I'm the Associate Dean International at the School of Business. And today we're going to talk to Sean Feng, and she is one of our excellent master's students. Would you like just to introduce yourself, Sean, and say who you are and where you come from?
Okay. I come from China, and I'm currently studying digital and social media marketing. I come to the UK last September. And before I come to the UK to study, I studied English as my major before when I was in the college. Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. So you've actually touched on a number of things already about your program. So the MSc Digital Social Media Marketing is a pathway on a base program, as we call them, the MSc International Marketing. And it's one of what we call a conversion degree, which means that you can come from any undergraduate background. So about 40% of the students on your program come from a business background, 40% non-business but technical. So that's science, physics, chemistry, maths, statistics, and 20% non-business, non-technical, one of which is you, which is your English. So you are the perfect conversion student as you come onto these programs. And the idea being that you have a background, you have a brain the size of a large planet, you're very clever, but what you need is to be able to signal to your employer that you've got business skills and in particular marketing. Anyway, we're rushing ahead here. I want to go right back to at the very beginning. How did you hear about Dundee? What made you choose to come onto this program right at the very beginning? Can you remember that far back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I choose to come to Dundee, I think that when I decide to come to UK, I'm always looking for the university that I'm looking for the city that's full of sunshine, because universal knowledge is that UK is always raining and crowded.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to me, because I think the good weather always it's good for the mood,
Okay.
And another reason I come to Dundee is that the program doesn't need the background of me. I mean, I want to study marketing. However, I do not have some sort of marketing foundation. So I always look for the university don't need some background. Then I search on, then I Google it. And also another reason is the I think some of the business school, they also need a GMAT test.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dundee doesn't need student to provide this GMAT test. I think that's very important for me, because I had a working experience when I was in China. Because obviously I do not have so much time to prepare IELTS test, then at the same time GMAT test. Okay. So so I'm looking for the university that can offer me that kind of opportunity. Then I found Dundee. Yeah.
So you were working. So you got your English degree, and then you were working. What were the sort of, how were you employed? What was your job at the time in China?
I had many years working experience in overseas education consulting company.
Okay.
In China, yeah.
So is that why you chose the United Kingdom? You already knew a lot about the overseas education market, and you chose the United Kingdom on that basis.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm kind of familiar with the Western education style. And this is always the education I long to gain the different education. And however, because of some financial limitation, so I worked for years. Then I make some more money. Then I afford for my tuition and everything.
Okay, so still taking you back a while. So you've gone through the process, you've applied, you've accepted, and then you came to the UK. Did you fly into Glasgow or Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, and then how did you get to Dundee?
Then I contact one of the driver from the internet, because before we come to UK, we have the webinar with the university, and also some of the staff, one of the staff from the school offer us several ways to come to the university. And one of the way is to book the taxi from online and then contact them. Then they pick me up in the airport.
Okay. And were you staying in university accommodation, or did you have private accommodation?
Currently, I live in private accommodation.
Right. And that's how you, when you arrived, you were in private accommodation right from the start?
When I arrived, I live in a student accommodation outside of school. And I also Google it, the accommodation that available in Dundee. Then I chose one.
Okay. So you arrive. What time of day was it? Was it evening or morning or?
It was in the afternoon.
In the afternoon. So you arrive. They drive you into Dundee. What's your first thoughts as you arrive in Dundee, in the town? You've got the river off to the right. You've got the town off to the left. What are you thinking as you arrive in Dundee?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, I actually, because when I arrived in Dundee, I think that there was like a 10 days quarantine. So I was not allowed to go out. I must be isolated for like 10 days. So as soon as I arrived in Dundee, I just stayed inside.
Okay, so you were in the days of the quarantine, which no longer exists. Fortunately, we've come out of that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you come out and you start to walk around the city, and you walk around the campus. First thoughts about the campus?
Yeah. After I finished the isolation, the first thing is to visit my campus. Yeah, and just walk around and the university is beautiful and everything just within the walking distance. You know, the riverside and also the shopping center. Yeah, everything just around the university. So,
okay. So, all right. And then we get to the welcome week and you would have met me. It was online though, unfortunately. It's not online anymore. It's back into face-to-face. So that's much better. But you would have met me. And in that first week, we tell you about how to choose your program, the different pathways, how to switch between them, how to choose your modules. Now, when you arrived, did you already know that you wanted to do the MSc Digital Social Media Marketing, or did you move on to that from somewhere else?
I have a clear objective. So when I arrive, I know what I want to study.
You wanted to do. Okay, so you're one of the special students who arrive knowing exactly what they want to do. There is actually quite a few who change. I mean, in that week, 25% of the students change pathways and about 15% change their program altogether. But you knew what you wanted to do. You did moving up to business with me, which is the sort of an introduction. It's not part of the degree, it's just getting you ready to start. And then you started the program itself. So you arrived in September, so it's that slightly shorter semester leading up to Christmas. How did you go in that period then?
You mean how I feel about that period?
Well, about the program, but also settling into the university and settling into Dundee. Did it all? I'm guessing you were a bit nervous to start off with, and then what happened over that first semester?
Yeah, like you said, at the very beginning, everything was just quite challenged. However, I think the university are very supportive because I think there are two things I feel that are kind of challenge for me. The first one is I guess the language barriers, because sometimes maybe for the native students they can clearly understand the course content, but for me I maybe spend a longer time to digest the course content after class. However, also the university provides like a business English course, like that course, and help students who do not speak English as their first language to adapt to this new study environment. And I gained a lot. I benefit a lot from this course, and it taught me how to present critical thinking in my essays, and also how to read articles in more efficient way. this also actually I think the study center, they also provides like a one-to-one writing support. Yeah, I also booked that course as well. So the university provides like a English support in various ways, and it's free.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
no,
in
that's
session
right.
English. Also, they provide some in session English course.
Okay.
I took a lot of this kind of course, so so my English improved a lot, especially oral English improved a lot. I very short.
Yeah. Well, English is the world business language. Oddly enough, that's the way it is. So you need to be able to demonstrate that. The program you're talking about is Specialist Management English for Business, which is exactly as you say. It's aimed at helping you with your management English, but also the coursework on it comes from your own program. So you're not doing extra coursework, it's just helping you work on the coursework as you go along. Okay, so you're now in the second semester. You must just be about to do the project. Which one did you choose? The extended essay or the internship?
I chose Pagoda project, the internship one.
Okay, and whereabouts is that one that's online or is it face-to-face?
It's a hybrid. It's 4 weeks online and 4 weeks in person. And mine was located in Germany. Yeah.
In Germany. Okay, that sounds great. So, have you done the 4 weeks online already, or have you finished that?
Currently, I'm just taking.
You're just doing that, and so you're about to go for the 4 weeks on the internship as well. Okay, so we're now up to date in your life. Thinking forward, what are you thinking of doing once you graduate?
Well, after I graduated, obviously I want to spend more time in UK because I want to gain more working experience, especially in digital marketing. And I've also searched some job opportunities online, and I feel that after COVID-19, there are more and more job opportunities come out. So I would like to, to see if there is any opportunities for me.
Okay, and have you been making use of the careers office to help you with the job search and to prepare for the interviews?
Oh yes, I contact them and they helped me to update my CV. Yeah, and they also gave me some suggestion about how to modify the CV content. Yeah, they helped me a lot.
Okay, listen, Sean, congratulations. You are just a wonderful example of what a student is from overseas who comes and makes the most out of what's available in Dundee. I'm always in awe of students who do study in a second language. I really do think you're special. I often tell the story that when I was thinking of my PhD, I should have gone to Japan, but I wasn't brave enough. I was Australian. Japan was our biggest trading partner. I should have gone there to do a PhD. I wasn't brave enough, so I came to the UK where English was my language as well. But I look at you and I look at all the other students like you, and I just think you're magnificent. You are the group which is going to change the world for the better as we go forward. So thank you very much, Sean, for taking time to talk to us today. And I wish you all the best.
I also want to share with you one thing.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
Because as Chinese students, sometimes before I come to UK, I always doubt my language problems or the major change problems. However, the truth is, with the support of the university, and also as long as I'm willing to spend the time on my study, you know what? I achieved the A grade average for my A modules. So I think this, I think that sometimes maybe many students, they not speak English as their first language. They think that this is a very big challenge for them, but actually it's not. As long as you're willing to do it, you actually can overcome all the difficulties because there are so many resources for you to support you. As long as you know how to grab it, how to take the chance.
Yeah. And also, there's not only support from the university, there's support from each other. It really, it is we are family. No one gets left behind. Two important strap lines as we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Sean.
Thank you,
You're all
Professor.
fabulous and wonderful, and I wish you all the best.
You
Okay.
too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.